Broadcasting live from the Albay Pio News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is 12 o'clock Newsbreak. In the local scene, the National Economic and Development Authority, NEDA, facilitated a meeting early this week with the members of a technical working group in preparation for a feasibility study on the possible waste to energy facility in the mainland Bicol. Technical working group members are composed of government line agencies involved in solid waste management and environmental protection. Albay Provincial Planning and Development Coordinator Arnold C. Onrubia said that the meeting is a follow-up on the training workshop on project concept making facilitated by NEDA in June 2022. The official said that during the training, the participants submitted concept ideas on possible infrastructure projects. Onrubia's group was assigned to craft a from waste to energy project concept. Moreover, the concept project, according to Onrubia, is to determine the feasibility of waste to energy facility in Bicol region in order to address the perennial problem on solid waste and also hazardous waste from hospitals, among others, which he said one possible solution being seen is the establishment of a waste to energy facility. In another story, volcanic activities in the vicinity of Moyon have scaled down gradually compared to previous months. Reported last night, November 23, the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology (PHIVOLCS) recorded a total of 111 rockfall events and volcanic earthquake. A minor ashfall was also observed on November 20 in Guinubatan, with no immediate recurrence reported since then. Simultaneously, signs of volcanic activity persist, with ongoing lava flow and crater glow observed. However, the alert level remains at 3, with PHIVOLCS yet to find sufficient grounds to lower the current status. In another news, the Philippine Institute of Certified Public Accountants, PICPA, said Thursday that they view artificial intelligence (AI) as an opportunity to advance their skills than computers. Blanza added that with the holding of different technical sessions and training, they want to ensure that CPAs remain relevant to nation building. At least 3,500 certified public accountants are in Sorsogon province for their 4-day 78th annual national convention that began on Wednesday with the theme Redefining the Roles of Certified Public Accountants. Philippine Institute of Certified Public Accountants comprises 4 sectors: government relations, commerce and industries, the academe, and public accountants. Blanza said Sorsogon was chosen as the venue for this year's convention to showcase the province's mystic beauty and potential. In the national scene, the city government of Manila will start the distribution of monthly financial assistance for its residents who are solo parents and persons with disabilities (PWDs) in early December. Mayor Honey Lacuna said Thursday the beneficiaries would receive 3,000 pesos each, representing the 500 pesos monthly cash aid from July to December this year. The grant would benefit the city's 17,000 solo parents and some 33,000 PWDs. And at the same time, Lacuna urged solar parents and PWDs to ensure that their identification cards are updated or not expired. The IDs for solar parents are renewable every year, while those for PWDs are renewable every 3 years. Manila Department of Social Welfare Chief Maria Asuncion Fuguso said the renewal of IDs aims to ensure that the solar parents and PWDs retain status and they continue to be residents of Manila. Meanwhile, Lacuna said the cash allowance for the city's senior citizens has already been processed and will be released soon. In another story, the National Economic Development Authority NEDA, Investment Coordination Committee, Technical Board, ICCTB, has approved the Department of Agrarian Reform DAR's 28.243 billion peso bridge project, which will significantly reduce logistic costs and enhance market access for agrarian reform communities. The project, dubbed as Pang-Agraryong Tulay para sa Bagong Bayanihan ng mga Magsasaka, or Project PBBM, aims to push countryside progress with a bridge of infrastructure that will increase the productivity and income of at least 350,000 households. Department of Agrarian Reform Secretary Conrado Estrella III said in a news release on Thursday that the department has so far identified and validated 354 possible sites for the possible following close coordination with the Department of Agriculture, Bureau of Agricultural and Fisheries Engineering, DABAFE, the Department of Public Works and Highways, DPWH, and local government units. Australia said the project is also part of the socio-economic agenda of Marcos Jr.'s administration, detailed in the Philippine Development Plan for 2023 to 2028. In another news, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. on Thursday assured the victims of the magnitude 6.8 earthquake in Mindanao that they would get assistance from various government agencies, led by the Department of Social Welfare and Development, DSWD. Marcos said rebuilding efforts would not be done immediately, as aftershocks are still being experienced in parts of Sorsogon, which covers South Cotabato, Sultan Kudarat, Sarangani, and General Santos City. The president also met with various cabinet members, regional directors, and local chief executives to discuss the aftermath of the strong earthquake on November 17. During the meeting, Marcos urged all agencies to continue providing assistance and closely monitor the situation to ensure that the affected individuals would get the necessary support and resources. And in the news outside the country, the World Health Organization has asked China for more data on respiratory illnesses spreading in the north of the country, urging the people to take steps to reduce the risk of infection. Northern China has reported an increase in influenza-like illness since mid-October when compared to the same period in the previous 3 years. China's National Health Commission said that the respiratory illness spike was due to the lifting of COVID-19 restrictions and the circulation of known pathogens, namely influenza and common bacterial infections that affect children, including mycoplasma pneumonia. The Chinese capital of Beijing, located in the north of the country, is currently experiencing a cold snap, with temperatures expected to plummet well below zero by Friday. That would be today. Wang Guangyi, Deputy Director and Chief Epidemiological Expert at the Beijing Center for Disease Control and Prevention, said that the city has entered a high incidence season of respiratory infectious disease. Guangyi added that Beijing is currently showing a trend of multiple pathogens coexisting. In another story, Southern Theater Command of China's military said on Thursday that Philippines enlisted the foreign forces to patrol the South China Sea and has been stirring up trouble since Tuesday. The military will maintain high vigilance, resolutely defend national sovereignty and maritime rights and interests, and resolutely safeguard peace and stability in the South China Sea. The Philippine officials have said their military and the U.S. launched joint patrols on Tuesday in waters near Taiwan, a democratically governed island that China claims as its own, raising the possibility of further tensions with China. The Philippine Foreign Ministry and the National Security Advisor's Office did not immediately respond to a request for comment. And finally, in the news outside the country, Israel's National Security Advisor and the U.S. said that the release of hostages under a temporary truce between Israel and the Palestinian Hamas militants will not happen today. Israel and Hamas agreed early on Wednesday to a ceasefire in Gaza for at least 4 days, to let in humanitarian aid and free at least 50 hostages held by militants in the enclave in exchange for at least 150 Palestinians jailed in Israel. The starting time of the truce and release of hostages captured by Hamas during its October 7 attack on Israel has yet to be officially announced. An Egyptian security source said mediators had sought a start time of 10 a.m. on Thursday. Speaking on Thursday morning, Qatar's Foreign Ministry spokesperson Majid bin Mohammed Al Ansari said an announcement on the beginning of the truce could come in the next few hours. Qatar has been mediating in the negotiations on the truce. White House spokesperson Adrian Watson said final logistical details of the release are still being worked out. And that's all for the 12 o'clock news break, November 24, 2023. We'll be right back next week for more news updates. And thanks to our 12 o'clock news writer, Joy Duque. And on the technical side, Todd Bobbies. And of course, to our Provincial Information Officer, Attorney Mary Luduga Castillo. And under the supervision of our Governor, Attorney Yazil Greg Slagman, I am Greg HALLARE. Thank you for subscribing.